When a Hollywood power couple like Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom falls apart, the world expects a carefully worded statement and a quiet separation. But what's unfolding right now is anything but quiet. Rumors are swirling that their picture-perfect relationship didn't just end. It imploded in a firestorm of betrayal, public humiliation, and a calculated plan for revenge. The story everyone thinks they know about two stars drifting apart doesn't even scratch the surface. The truth appears to be far darker and much more shocking, and it all began with an invitation to the wedding of the century.
Mr. Bezos, the soon-to-be Mrs. Bezos.
The first public sign of deep trouble came from an unlikely source: the guest list for Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's wedding. Lauren and Katy are known to be close friends, so close they took a trip to the edge of space together. Yet reports surfaced that while Katy was mysteriously absent from the lavish event, her fiancé, Orlando Bloom, was not only attending but planning to be the life of the party. Sources claimed Katy's absence was due to a scheduling conflict with her world tour, but insiders quickly shut that down. It was seen by many as a public snub, a clear signal that Orlando was drawing a line in the sand. He wasn't just going to a wedding, he was attending as a newly single man, ready to make a statement while the mother of his child was continents away. So what could have caused such a brutal and public schism? The answer, according to multiple reports, lies in one of the most bizarre celebrity stories of the year: Katy's trip to space. While it was billed as a monumental adventure, sources close to the couple allege that Orlando was privately furious. It's been said that he found the whole ordeal utterly cringeworthy and a profound embarrassment. During one explosive fight, he allegedly told her the stunt looked ridiculous and hurt her feelings deeply. Imagine reaching for the stars, only for the person closest to you to ground you with brutal criticism. For Katy, who reportedly hoped he would be supportive, this was a devastating blow. It wasn't just a disagreement, it was a fundamental clash over her judgment and public image. While Katy was left reeling from his alleged disapproval, Orlando was apparently making plans for his victory lap. Reports began to surface that he was eager to hit the wedding festivities, not just as a guest, but as a man unleashed. And his rumored wingman for the occasion was none other than Leonardo DiCaprio, Hollywood's most infamous bachelor. The thought of Orlando bar-crawling with Leo sent a clear message. He was done with the family man image and ready to dive back into the freewheeling party scene. For Katy, stuck on tour and watching from afar, the news was likely a knife to the heart. Her fiancé wasn't just moving on, he was seemingly celebrating the end of their life together with the one celebrity you don't hang out with if you're serious about settling down. This kind of public implosion isn't entirely new for Katy Perry. Her fans will remember the heartbreaking scenes from her 2012 documentary, Part of Me, where she was shown collapsing in tears backstage after her then-husband, Russell Brand, allegedly ended their marriage via text message right before a show. It established a devastating pattern. Every time Katy embarks on a massive, career-defining world tour, her personal life seems to spectacularly combust. It's as if the pressures of her global fame create fault lines in her relationships that are impossible to repair. And this time, with Orlando, the cracks were beginning to show in very public and strange ways. As the rumors of their split intensified, a bizarre video from Katy's tour in China went viral, adding another layer of chaos to the narrative. On stage, a fan tried to gift her a Labubu doll, a highly popular and expensive collectible figure in Asia. Instead of accepting it, Katy shockingly slapped the doll out of the fan's hand with her microphone, shouting, The moment was jarring and came off as incredibly rude, regardless of cultural context. While she later tried to smooth it over by offering the fan snacks, the damage was done. It painted a picture of a star under immense pressure, whose polished public persona was beginning to crack in unsettling ways, thousands of miles away from the brewing storm at home. The ultimate sting for Katy, however, comes from the glaring hypocrisy of Orlando's actions. According to sources, what's most difficult for her to accept is how he could viciously criticize her space trip, calling it an embarrassment, yet eagerly planned to go and party with the very people who made that trip possible. He allegedly complained about her association with the billionaire class, only to jump at the chance to celebrate with them the moment their relationship was on the rocks. It felt less like a personal principle and more like a convenient excuse to attack her. For Katy, it was reportedly the final nail in the coffin, an act of disloyalty that was impossible to forgive. Now, with their relationship seemingly in shambles, the future looks incredibly complicated. They share a daughter, Daisy, and the task of co-parenting will be a minefield of resentment and public scrutiny. Untangling a life built over many years is never easy, but doing so under the harsh glare of the public eye, with accusations of betrayal and hypocrisy hanging in the air, makes it a near impossible feat. Friends and fans are left wondering how they will ever find peace when the breakup is playing out like a strategic battle for public opinion. In the end, what we're witnessing seems to be far more than a simple celebrity breakup. It's a messy, dramatic saga filled with cosmic adventures, wedding snubs, and alleged revenge plots. The question that remains is a chilling one. Is this just the sad, inevitable end of a high-profile romance? Or are we watching the calculated dismantling of a superstar's image, orchestrated by the very man she planned to marry? As Orlando parties and Katy performs, the world watches, waiting for the next shocking chapter in this Hollywood tragedy to unfold.